Have you ever wondered about the magic of giving? I mean, that feeling when you share something, even when you don't have much yourself. Today, I want to tell you a simple story that beautifully illustrates this. It's a story about a mother, her son, and 3 pieces of freshly baked bread.
Picture this. The warm, comforting smell of baking fills a small, humble home.
A mother has just pulled 3 perfect golden brown loaves of bread from her oven.
Her young son, his eyes wide with hunger and excitement, looks at the bread and then glances out the window.
Outside, a poor, elderly man sits on the curb, looking tired and hungry.
The boy turns to his mother, his voice soft but earnest.
"Mama," he says, "we have 3 pieces of bread.
Can we give one to the poor man outside?" The mother pauses. 3 pieces weren't a lot. It was just enough for her, her son, and her husband's dinner. She thought about their own needs. The bread was still hot, and they were all hungry.
Giving one away meant they would have less.
For a moment, she hesitated, her heart weighing the decision.
She looked at her son's hopeful face, filled with such pure compassion. Then she looked back at the man outside.
Her heart softened. A warm smile spread across her face as she nodded. "Yes, my son. Of course, we can." Together, they went outside.
The boy, holding the warm loaf carefully in his small hands, offered it to the elderly man.
The man's eyes, weary from a long day, lit up with surprise and gratitude. He took the bread with trembling hands and whispered a heartfelt thank you. The warmth of that moment was more fulfilling than any meal.
The mother and son went back inside, their own hearts feeling full, even though their dinner would be smaller.
They shared the remaining 2 loaves, and somehow it felt like enough.
Later that evening, as darkness fell, there was a knock on their door.
It was their neighbor, a kind woman holding a large, covered plate. She had a cheerful smile on her face.
She said, "We cooked far too much dinner tonight, and I couldn't bear to let it go to waste. I immediately thought of you."
"Please, take. It's my family's favorite."
The mother thanked her graciously and took the plate. When she brought it inside and lifted the cover, she and her son stared in amazement. On the plate, nestled among other delicious foods, were 3 warm, fragrant pieces of bread, exactly the same kind she had baked earlier that day.
The son looked up at his mother, a knowing and radiant smile spreading across his face.
"Mama," he whispered, his eyes sparkling with wonder. "Look!" Our bread came back to us.
Sadaka always comes back. It's a powerful lesson, isn't it?
The mother gave away 1/3 of what she had, and it returned to her threefold.
This is the essence of 𝙵𝚊𝚌𝚝𝚘𝚛𝚢, the divine blessing and abundance that comes from sincere acts of charity. The Quran teaches us that whatever you spend in charity, God will replace it. It's a promise. Charity or sadaqah doesn't decrease your wealth. On the contrary, it purifies, it multiplies it, and opens doors to blessings you could never imagine. Think about it. When we give, we're not just helping someone else. We are investing in our own spiritual and worldly wealth. It's like planting a seed. You give 1 seed away, but from that seed, a whole tree can grow, bearing countless fruits. The return is always greater than the initial gift. This story isn't just about bread.
It's about trust.
Trusting that when you give for a good cause, your provision won't run out. It's about a mindset of abundance over scarcity. It's easy to think, I don't have enough to share. But the reality is, the act of sharing is what creates enough. It transforms what we have and fills it with blessings. So, the next time you have an opportunity to give, whether it's your time, a kind word, or a small portion of what you have, remember the story of the 3 pieces of bread. Remember that your act of giving is never a loss. It's a transaction with the most generous, and his returns are always beyond our calculations. What you give is what you truly keep. I hope hope this story resonated with you. If it did, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories that feed the soul.
Thank you for watching.